I don't know which one this is. It's probably my mic. How's that sounding? That'll be my mic. Okay. Do I sound better? Or do I need to go up higher? This is testing for the volume. Okay, I'm testing for volume again. Hello, hello. Okay, cool. And I will turn you on. Okay, now you should be able to hear yourself if you say a few things.
Hello, hello. It's an art stream.
Art.
Who's here?
Art.
I'm I'm a little louder than you are. I think
Okay.
I could probably be brought down a tad.
Alright, how about that? Try speaking.
Blah 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 blah.
Blah blah blah.
Okay,
Too
I'm
loud?
gonna talk at my regular voice and see how loud it is. Hello, hello, hello. I think it's okay.
Could it be quieter?
No, I think it actually could be louder.
Okay.
But I think if you make me louder, you're gonna have to make yourself louder.
Okay. So I pushed you up a smidgen. And I haven't adjusted mine. So you let me know how that sounds.
Okay. Da 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 da. Okay, sounds good.
Great. Oh, I'm so glad. Amen.
Alright, well then I'm gonna go live.
Well, you do that. Go live, Jess.
Okay. Gonna mute that Twitch stream. Turn back on audio. Hey everybody.
Yo, yo, yo.
Alright, it's a Lonely Egg art stream. We have Marie, the Anarchist Egg.
Anarchy.
And then myself, Jessica, co-founder for Lonely Egg Studio. And yeah, today we're just gonna be working on art until around 7:30-ish. So yeah, if people have questions, if they have topics that they want to talk about, then yeah, let us know in chat. Our Lonely Egg Studio stream is trying to reach affiliate, so that means we need 50 followers. And when we hit 51 followers, I think, then we're going to open up several giveaways and give out stream keys for a couple different games.
I'm so excited. I hope we can get some followers. I think I might try using my iPad on maybe a little later. I guess when like people start showing up.
Yep. I'm gonna turn you up, Marie. I have you quiet for some reason.
It's because I'm using just my mic on Discord, so.
I know, I adjusted before, and I forgot to bring you back up. Okay, you are all set.
Awesome.
I'm gonna put this away, put Streamlabs over here, and I'm gonna go live. so everybody can see my screen. Oh god, look away.
Look
Hi, Mandy.
away. Alright.
Hello, Mandy. Alright, let's see if I can
try
get...
doing that.
Multi-studio.
Oh, Mandy! Mandy was able to make it. Hi, Mandy!
Yay. Sal might try to make it in. Sal's one of the artists on our game. He is having computer issues after the last Windows update, and yeah, everybody send Sal best wishes and hope that it solves quickly.
Poor Sal.
I know. What are you gonna be working on today, Marie?
I have a overlay I need to work on, but I also have an Inktober sketch that I just did the sketch and I gotta like ink it now. So I got a few things to do.
Okay. Aren't we all behind with Inktober?
I've just accepted that I've had to skip days, like, just to make work happen, so it is what it is.
Oh wait, are you switching your screen, Marie?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get my iPad screen up.
Oh yeah, that's right, you're doing the iPad.
Yeah, I finally... Well, I'm trying it. I don't want to buy it until it's, you know, it's proven itself.
To be reliable, or?
Yeah, because there's some pretty questionable reviews about it, but it's like literally the only updated and consistent service. So it's a little concerning, but I'm gonna give it a try. I'm not gonna be like a dink about it. Now I'm trying
Mandy says thoughts and PC prayers, and that she is also behind by a day with Inktober. Yeah, I'm doing like every other 3 days theme for Inktober. I am taking a lot of liberties with the themes, and yeah. I mean, for anybody who missed our stream last night, this is the piece I was working on during that stream. Hey, Louis. Yeah, so this piece is the two characters from our game. The Keeper, which is this big, long-necked creature, and then Emmy is the little girl on the left. And I can neither confirm nor deny that this is based on a scene in the game.
Oh no. I hate that. I hate anticipation. I hate waiting for stuff.
Oops.
So angry.
Yeah, if either of you missed it, Mandy and Louis, it will be up on Mandy's... Mandy's? What? Marie, I'm so sorry. I called you Mandy.
I'm Mandy.
No,
I'm
okay. Yeah, you
I'll
should see
Mandy.
it on Marie's channel. Oh my god. The Lonely Egg Studio channel. We've got the affiliate and giveaway follower goal at the bottom. And basically, if we hit affiliate, which all we need at this point is 50 followers, then hashtag unfollow. If we get to 51 followers, I think it is, then we'll open up a couple giveaways and give out some stream keys for a couple games.
Ooh,
not our game. Our game is nowhere near complete, but we have some keys that would be very happy to find some loving homes.
Alright, so I've got my iPad screen streaming now, so that's fun.
Oh, that looks good. Oh my god, I love the little pumpkin background you got going on there.
I know. That's my desktop. Gives
Oh,
me
that's
life.
so cute.
Gives me life, Jessica. Yeah.
Now, Lewis, shout out to all us Inktoberers that are running behind. Yeah, I know. We're all in the same boat and it's sinking fast. So
Thank
today
you,
is gonna
Mandy,
be
for following Lonely Egg. Yeah, I
Wait, who
love
followed?
Air Server. I mean, I hope it works right now. I hope it doesn't, like, die. And I won't love it.
Your what server?
It's called Air Server. It lets you share your...
the server. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I tried it once before, but I've never tried it, like, on screen for anything important, so today is the day. It's gonna prove itself. Else I'm throwing it out on the street.
Alright,
we
so
got another follower! Yay!
Yay! We're so close. We're so close. We want to give those giveaways away.
Oh, thank you for the follow. Every little bit counts.
Ethan's like, I believe in you, Jess. Oh,
Aww.
man. I'm internalizing your belief in me. I don't think it scales, though.
You have to believe. You have to believe in the miracles.
Oh, so if people are confused, the stuff that I'm working on my screen right now are storyboards for our game. So our other artist, Chelsea, she did her batch of storyboards, and now I gotta go in and do some revisions and all that after our level designers and stuff looked at it. Does it help if I unfollow and refollow? No.
Yes. No. That's probably the best thing you could do.
This is not the time to break the system.
That's not the time. That's funny.
You think it's okay, but it's not. It's not. Okay, yeah, so this is Emmy's... Oof, I don't want to break her file, though. I hope that I'm not doing something wrong by doing this. Oh, Jesus.
God, it takes me so long to pick out a brush. I have too many brushes on here.
Okay. Okay. I think I understand what is going on.
What's happening?
I'm trying to just interpret Chelsea's storyboards. So, like...
Oh, yeah.
So, in her storyboards, she has our character going through this balcony scene where she's walked outside of her house. And she's, like, looking around, and there's supposed to be a scene where she walks along the walkways or hallways that are on the edge of the walls of this giant structural building she lives in. And we couldn't decide how we wanted to depict that, because our character needs to be able to explore to an extent that kind of scene, but we wanted to really show like the breadth and how big the area is. And we wanted to have like a dynamic perspective for it, but then that would break some things for the character. So yeah, I have to come up with a scene that we're gonna like.
It is the year 2005.
Oh, no. Look who it is.
Indeed. It's been chaotic. So my drive is still scanning. So I'm going to be pretty limited here, but I am going to attempt to stream from my phone doing ink stuff. We'll see how that works out.
Okay, yeah.
Ooh.
Go ahead, do it. Marie's also being a little experimental today. She's streaming from her, or she's streaming her iPad.
Ah.
Lewis says, hide your kids, hide your wives. Sal's here.
I'm just gonna use that brush. I don't know why I
Your
fiddled so much.
kids and your wives are going in the
So,
oven.
is there just absolutely no joy with that update, Sal?
It's a pile of trash.
Ugh, so aggravating.
I am now almost 2 days behind on my work as a result because it
Oh,
happened yesterday
Jesus.
morning, and you guys know what happened on the stream last night, and then
Yeah.
today's just been very, very inconsistent. So right now I've got it doing a check disk,
Ugh.
but it's going incredibly slow. It's on the 4th stage, but it says it's got 3 hours left, and it's just been sitting there, so I don't know what's going on. And
Bye,
I'm scared.
Mandy. She's going to a D&D game.
Oh, have fun.
Have fun.
Oh,
On-
X is shit.
On a separate note, I had no idea that there was a convention literally in our town, like of Walnut Creek, suburb, whatever. It's pretty boring here. But there is a con called the Big Bad Con. And they had a Kickstarter and everything, and they raised a whole lot of money. And it's a role-playing and board game convention. And it's like fairly huge. And I'm really
Wow.
sad because if we had known about it, we would have applied for it months ago when they had opened registration.
Mm.
Aw.
But it's literally like this week. It's happening right now, and we're just gonna have to go there and like get a day pass or something, which sucks because they have all these like role playing sessions and different board game sessions that you can sign up for, but like all the good games have been taken.
Oh, that's a bummer. I hate it when you find out something cool and it's like literally this weekend.
All right, you guys, I'm hitting the go live button.
All right.
Good luck.
Rotate your phone to begin. I don't want to rotate my phone. My phone is already rotated. What do you want from me, Twitch?
Pivot. You
What?
gotta pivot.
Wait, does it only let you stream if you're like horizontal?
That's weird.
Can't be right.
Okay, where is that art channel from? Here we go. So there was one scene that she has in her storyboards that is actually really good. Oof, how the heck am I gonna pull that off? Okay.
I apologize for the weird like wobbliness of my my stream. I've got the phone on one of those swivel mount things. It's
Oh.
kind of like one of those flexible cord things that you can mount
It's
your
doing
phone on.
its rotations. I mean, it's vibrate. Give me that good vibrations.
Yep.
Okay.
Totally, totally
Oh my god,
vibrating.
Jessica.
How does that go, Jessica?
I don't know. It's okay.
I like
I
karaoke,
know it.
Jessica.
I was singing today on our dog walk, and Mark and I both looked at each other and just unanimously agreed that I'm lyrically deficient. Like, I can't remember lyrics from songs.
I mean, it sounded pretty legit to me, so. All right, can you guys? Oh, I guess that looks pretty clear. What's up, Lish? So in order to, as I start this stream, I've gathered you all here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna show my sketchbooks first because it's occurred to me that a lot of people have not seen my sketchbooks at all, and I can show a couple of sketchbooks on here while
Oh, cool.
we're yakking. Bestica, you've actually seen this sketchbook.
Have I?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna remember.
It's a
I
little
remember there being some
shroom.
really cool, like, You have some in there that use a lot of black ink, and I love them.
Looks like the... How's the light quality, Luish? Can you see that pretty good?
It's a little fuzzy,
Yeah.
a little pixelated when you move.
Hmm. I guess it is doing it over Wi-Fi, so it's gonna
Yeah,
be...
I mean, like if your movements are like more subtle, well, yeah, more subtle, then it's fine. But
So what I'll
Oh,
do is
yeah.
I'll stop on each
yeah,
stop
then
on
it
each
and
one.
it yeah, it gets higher res. I don't think you heard Sal, but so for the channel, we're trying to reach affiliate, and the only thing left we have to do is to reach 50 followers. And
Nice. Where
if
are
we
we
hit
at?
50, we're at, what are we at, Marie?
You know what? That's a good question.
Wait, I can see the number. 37.
Okay.
So if we hit 50,
Pull in.
then Mark and I will give away a couple keys for some games that we have.
That'd be cool.
Yep.
That's not He-Man stuff. What you talking about? That's Thundercats, boy. Little Panthro, some more Thundercats. I don't know how well this is working right now. We'll see, I guess.
I mean, I can see it.
Oh, nope, it's, oh, there it goes. Okay.
There's like some loading issues, I think.
Ethan says, do I get the key if I can get you to 50?
Oh my god.
If you single-handedly get us from 37 to 50 tonight, then sure, everybody deserves a new game in their Steam.
And
As
you
we've
get a
learned
game,
last night.
And you get a game.
Oh my god. I told Marie, Sal, about your 2000 game library.
Oh. Was she like, oh, I have 2300.
No, I don't have that many games.
How many
Not
do you have,
anywhere
Marie?
close.
If you're a real gamer, you have more than me.
I know someone who has more than you, though.
That doesn't surprise me.
All they do is play video games, so.
I wish I could say that. I should be playing my video games, but that hasn't happened. Spending too much time working on my art.
Oh my god.
And every time working on my art, I'm like, I should be playing my games right now. See, my inner critic works the other way around. There you go, Luis. There's some Skeletor action for you.
Yeah, He-Man.
Oh my god. Chelsea's got like this. I'm like pulling a perspective out of my butt right now because this is just storyboards, but like
Does that
It's like
hurt?
an interdimensional rift or something.
out of my butt. Oh, that's funny.
Luis says, "Don't be sad, Sal. I'll play them for you." That's very kind of you, Luis. That's very kind of you.
what a sweetheart.
The sacrifice is
Right.
true friend.
Actually,
Looks like it's looks like the buffer has settled because it doesn't look like it's pixelating as much anymore. You
Don't
guys
hold
tell
your
me.
breath.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, it's my buddy Pat. He fell asleep during D&D, so I sketched him.
I remember. Oh my god, I don't remember like what video I saw this from, but there was a. I think it was a D&D campaign, like a bunch of people playing an online D&D campaign, and they're playing, and you see like one of the cams. I don't remember, but like you start to hear snoring,
Oh my god.
and all the people are like, "Did XY fall asleep?" Like, and it was pretty funny. The snoring was just like.
It's a snoring. It's always like really like, you're like, are they snoring or what's happening?
So it needs more light. That's good to know. That could be arranged, but I'll... Oh, no, can't, because I need to use the phone to change the lights in here, so never mind. You
So
guys
you
are
know
screwed.
you know what's confusing for me? People who use those ring lights in stream videos.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Why
I
is
look
that
at that
confusing, though?
because I don't know. It just I feel like having that light in your face all the time. I don't know. I don't handle bright lights very well, especially like if they're facing me in my face. I don't know. I feel like my eyes would start to.
I guess I wouldn't have a problem with it, because I just look at it as doing theater, but on camera. Because when you're doing theater, holy shit, like you're just
spotlights and other lights just coming at you.
So
I
these
remember
designs. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead.
Oh, I think I've shown you the squiggle things that I do.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, and then it killed my stream. That's cool.
Oh, wow. That's annoying.
Lewis says those lights are not that bright because they're not shiny. I mean, that's good. I always see like the light in their eyes staring back at me, and I'm just like,
I don't know what just happened. My stream just died.
does Streamlabs have any notifications about what happened?
I'm not using Streamlabs. No,
Oh yeah, you're using through your...
Alright, let's try this again.
Okay, so let's see. The previous scene that our storyboarder has here is... Okay, she walks along this pathway forward. And then... Okay, hold on. I gotta fix this.
I'm working on it, Luis. Give me a second. For some reason, it like killed my stream. Don't know why. Alright, let's try this again.
So our character is coming up along the path like this. She goes down into the depths.
All right.
The walls just keep going.
That should be better.
Okay. So for people who are looking at this, don't look too hard. It's just storyboards.
Hope you guys don't get seasick looking at my camera. Yeah, for some reason it just killed the stream. It was all like, oh, it's over. I'm like, what? Save the clip. I'm like, what do you mean save the clip? Dang it, Twitch.
Is it like updating itself or something?
I have no idea. No, it's nice quality? Well, that's good. I brought my
Maybe
little-
it just, I don't know, it didn't like some setting or something that was going on.
So these sketches here, what they are is they're little squiggle challenges. You guys have seen me do squiggle challenge streams before. Except these I do in my sketchbook. And usually when I'm hanging out with friends, I have this like big fat Copic marker. And I have people just do random squiggles, and then I turn those squiggles into things. And I usually have people do like, 8 to 10 of them per page. And they turn into these things. It's fun, it's challenging. The way that I look at it is it forces me to work with shapes that I'm not familiar with and that haven't come from like my own muscle memory. I'm usually using microns or that type of thing, but sometimes I use and I'll bust out some of my tools in a minute here. Usually I'm using like ink brushes and stuff like that, brush pens.
So Ethan says, I'm gonna get you to get you guys to 50.
Yes.
I don't think it works like that.
Gonna get... Wait, does that mean we get a free game?
He gives us the game that...
Okay, you guys already get a free game when we publish the game.
Does that mean we get 2 copies of the game?
Sure.
Do we get the director's cut?
Oh, sure, yeah. Director's cut, definitely.
The R-rated director's cut?
I mean, are
Or
you
no,
gonna
the
throw in
unrated.
some season passes in there, Jessica?
Season passes.
Oh, yeah, season passes to Doom.
All the different skins for Emmy.
Yeah.
Like the Doom guy skin. That would be cool.
Oh my god, Emmy is so
The
small in
Oracle guy?
this scene.
This guy? I actually did this one on, I believe I did him on a Facebook stream one time from a coffee shop. I think it started as a squiggle, I can't remember. It's been a while. And sharks because sharks. And some more of those squiggle things. I have a lot of fun with these. What I want to do is I want to scan them in and make stickers out of them or put them on t-shirts or something. Paint them up, put them on t-shirts. Or do like different versions of them. Someone suggested I should do a book, probably for Kickstarter, where it's like I take squiggles and then show the result of the squiggle and then show the fully rendered painted version of the result. Hey, what's up, Shane? There's all sorts of weird stuff on this one.
No, I want to color the little hands. Arrgh. Oh wait, why is my tolerance at 100?
I like Jessica's sound effects.
They're great.
What?
Your sound effect.
Your sound effects.
How are they any
Those are
different
soft.
than like anybody else's exasperated
Because
sound
they're
effects?
yours.
You just do more of them. Like your sound effect uptime is higher than most people.
Well, okay. It's because I can't. It's because in real life I talk with my hands. So when I can't like express with my hands, I just revert to like Neanderthal sounds. I don't know.
Neanderthal sounds. For anyone who's tuning in, I'm having computer issues and I'm actually doing a multi-stream with the Lonely Egg Studio. So you guys want to hear what everybody else is saying, go to this link. You guys can still hear me there. In fact, you probably hear me better than what you're hearing on the phone. Because I am currently streaming from my phone due to these issues that I'm having where one of my hard drives keeps going missing as a result of this stupid Windows update that got released yesterday. So that's been a lot of fun. Anyway, sketchbook. Ooh, sketchbook.
Lol, that was a typo. Oh no.
Typo.
Negative.
Not gonna have another discussion about this band.
Okay, I need to load ITKS dry run. Oh my gosh, I can't tell anybody in the stream this yet. What is a rat doing on your...
Oh my god.
What?
Let's see. What were you saying, Jessica? Like totally threw you off with the rat.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I can't tell anybody in the chat this stuff yet, but...
Oh.
Our writer put out some amazing work for the game.
Really?
Yeah, and I am, like, really happy with where it is. Like,
Are we talking about that tonight, or?
Well, I mean, the stuff that she's uploaded, the whole Act 1 stuff, and then basically, I mean, you guys weren't there. It was basically Mark, the other writer, and Andrew and I, and our lead writer basically like pitched us Act 1, 2, and 3 all together. And then she has all of Act 1 out in like a story, in a like television movie script format, which if you read it,
Mm-hmm.
okay, there's only one other person that has read Act 1 in here. and that is Marie.
Aha!
And I don't know about you, like, Marie. I mean, we've talked about it a little bit, but like, I think, like, you read that script, and I can see it being played as a game. Like, it is just so clear to me, like, what is gonna happen.
I want more. I was like, I finished reading it this morning, and I was like, oh, can I get more of that good stuff?
Yeah, like I mean, one day when we're done with everything, we'll do a post-mortem about the whole process. But like, oh my god, it has been a trial getting to this point.
Yeah.
Like, we had 2 lead writers at one point. Well, not both of them leads. We wanted them to be like collaborative writers.
And they got into a knife fight.
No, it was just they had different goals and like schedules just wouldn't align. I mean, the one thing you have to keep in mind is that we're a remote team, and it's just easier said than done saying, you know, like, we'll try to make it work and we'll, you know, collaborate together. It's just really hard when, you know, it's a remote project.
Yeah.
So we ended up getting cut down to our lead writer, and then we had to bring on an assistant writer. And our lead writer was trying to write in a format that was like a game script. So like including all the mechanics and all these details about the scenes and like worried about assets. And she was putting it all into a spreadsheet, which was not a format that she thinks in. And we thought maybe we'll switch to a different program where you can like see the branching, like Twine or Chat Mapper. But even then, it does, there just isn't a great writing source for people who are complete non-coders for game formats. And she was like, you know what, let me just write in a format that I know how to write in, which is like script format. So like movie scripts, television scripts. And we were like, awesome. And lucky for us, our assistant writer that we had brought on, she has experience converting traditional writing into gamified script. And like, it worked out. Like, this is by far the best like iteration of anything that we have tried up to this point.
Yeah, it's really like, I was surprised at how quickly it came together. I mean, not quickly, but you know, after your writer left.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, there was, you know, it's always hard. Like, I feel like this particular story is really daunting for a single person.
It's a pretty big story.
Yeah, and it's just got so much involved in it. And I could feel, like, the way, like, you know, we as a team have talked amongst each other, like, individually or, you know, as a group about, like, you know, like imposter syndrome stuff. Like, can I do this kind of thing justice? You know, am I the right person or the right fit for this type of,
yeah,
you know, whatever. And it's just really hard because, you know, we can't go into an office all together, you know, and so.
Hey, Bestica, look at this guy.
Yeah.
I think you'll like him.
Oh, look at that honker, the nose.
He's Roberto El Boulder. He's a luchador Animal Crossing character.
Aw,
If anybody
that's
doesn't
cute.
know,
Or a,
Sal wanted to get into amateur wrestling.
Mm-hmm. Not amateur, pro.
Oh, even worse, no.
No, you're right. It was a really, that's part of the reason I didn't pursue it, because it's a really horrible lifestyle. At least it was at the time. You've heard this story. We've talked about it. This was for a design and XCOM enemy contest, Egglets. It's a spawner. It spawns these little like insect things that come out of its disgusting tail thing.
Mmm.
It's
Tails.
mm. I can't remember what this was for. I think I was just messing up brushes.
Ethan just asked me what else has Chelsea storyboarded.
Oh, I was gonna be a wrestler.
So Chelsea is so she did storyboarding for her animation class that she took for some of her college art courses. And then storyboarding for, I guess, like some of her own stuff. She's also done a graphic novel, so that's, I would consider like some experience in sequential boarding.
Mm-hmm.
And she's done some storyboards for various commissions and jobs. And I've seen her story. I forget which project it was that she showed me storyboards from, but it was beautiful. Like, oh my god, such clean line art of the backgrounds. And her characters are very expressive. Yeah.
Jessica, have you ever seen this?
Hold on, what's it?
It's concepts for a game. Unfortunately, the game I don't think got made.
Ooh. I like that top middle one.
Yeah, the concept was a little girl who's tied to some kind of smoke monster. And what we were exploring is trying to figure out if she controls the smoke monster, if they're kind of like separate. Is she like who's in control? Is it more of a symbiotic kind of thing? And as I was exploring that, I was coming up with these different iterations of it. One of them, so number one is like she goes dormant and the monster kind of takes over. And two, it's like the monster's like protecting her. That's just like that gesture of her holding the teddy bear. This one, it's very much like a fire starter kind of situation. So she and the monster are very much fused when she starts using it. This one's kind of a little bit of a Sadako type thing, as you can see with the little fisted hands. And this one's kind of just a little bit all over the place. Kind of like this, but it's a bit more chaotic. And then I was asked to like refine some of the concepts a little bit further. She's like using the monster as an extension of herself, but at the same time the monster is like influencing her and stuff. Yeah, it's a shame it didn't get made. That's going to be an interesting game.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah. I think some of you guys have seen this one on Instagram.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this one turned into a token for a Magic the Gathering custom card made for Judge Shiny, who is a Magic the Gathering judge. I need to finish this. All the unfinished sketchbook sketches. This was done at a sketch jam at Light Gray Art Labs. They were playing Godzilla vs. Bylani, and everybody got to sketch stuff for them.
Which, by the way, has their registration has closed, right, for the residency?
I think so.
Yeah, well, if anybody's interested in their residencies, like to Iceland and a couple other places, then apply next year.
Yeah. One of these days I'll get to go.
Never.
This is my old Inktober thread header. I was exploring just things to do. I actually did this at a LuxCon last year. It's in Inktober, combining various prompts. It's the Thunderchild War of the Worlds stuff. At least inspired by it. Another Inktober weird thing. The prompts were shattered, cape, robe, tattoos, real monsters, Pennywise, ice, and the artist. And I tried to combine them into one drawing. That's what I was doing last year, is I was combining as many Inktober's as I could. Oh, Jessica, you'll probably like these. They seem like your kind of shapes.
Will I? Will I like them?
We'll see.
I'm assuming.
You'll probably laugh. Probably kick me out of the Discord.
Yeah.
Seems like you're kind of jam. Oh, this is Shane. Are you still there? This is from when I was exploring Shane's Ymir character. No, not Ymir. Who was this one? Shane, if you're still there. I was exploring commission for Shane. Or I think this was the commission. I can't remember. Shane, if you're there, help me clarify because I can't remember. So much stuff that happens. I had a lot of fun with this one though. Really enjoyed doing the hands. Just got really into doing the hands on this one. It's pencil. I tried doing squiggles in this one, but the pen's dried up halfway through. Exploring an album cover with a client. Didn't happen. That's a pretty recent one. Do this one on Instagram. Ripper! Yeah, that was it. Thank you, Shane. And that's it, because like all sketchbooks, they never get full to the end. That's not true, but it often happens.
Yeah, I made a big mistake once of, I mean, some people I guess wouldn't call it a mistake, but I finished a sketchbook from beginning to end, but I only did one side of each page.
Oh yeah, that's me. I only do the one side thing.
But I went back through thinking I would use the other side of the pages, and I thought I'd been working in ink with this sketchbook all the way through, and it had never leaked or shown through to the other side.
Oh no.
And I very stupidly, this is just a lapse of judgment or a lapse of whatever, I switched to a different brush pen that I guess had a different type of ink or something. And I went back through like 10 pages.
This already hurts.
Yeah, and I just happened to flip to the back of one of them and realized that it, leaked to the other side.
Did you get to at least like take pictures of it before it got ruined, or no, just gone?
No.
Damn. I'm sorry to hear that.
Not those ones.
Oh, so here's some squiggles I haven't done anything with yet. Maybe I'll do one of these right now. What do you guys think? I'll let you guys choose what I should do. If you guys want me to do a brand new sketch from scratch using inks, I could do that, or I could do one of these. Survey says.
Ooh, I like the scribbles. I don't know, I like all the ones you do with, scribbles or like the single line doodles. I like those a lot.
I wish we were all sitting together so I could just like pass you guys the sketchbook and you guys can make some squiggles in it and then I can turn them into things. But hopefully in February that'll happen. Do the squiggles? Alright, Luich says do the squiggles. So that's 2 for the squiggles. What do you think, Marie?
Yeah, squiggles are good.
Alright, I'll do the squiggles. I'll just do whatever you guys say, cause fine.
Why don't you just jump off a bridge then?
Oh my god.
It's too far. And it's cold outside.
Oh my gosh. We were sitting outside today at our local shopping center, and they have a courtyard where people can sit, and it's like school just got out, all the kids were there from our local high school. And there's this kid, he had a whole bag of Smarties, and he was just riding his scooter up and down the courtyard. And this other group of kids was like, "Oh man, that kid has Smarties. Does anybody know who he is?" And all the kids were like, "I don't know, his name might start with a B or a K." And they're trying to figure out what this kid's name is. And they just call out to him. They're like, "Hey kid, can we have some of your Smarties?"
Oh my god.
And the kid comes over and he looked really, it was awkward.
I bet it was.
These kids were trying to suck up to him and be like, "Oh yeah, we know you. You're in class, blah blah blah, right?" And the kids
just to get his Smarties? That's a lot of effort.
Yeah. And then this one girl, oh my god, she was like, "Hey, give me one of your Smarties." and whatever. I'm a nice person. You don't have
Oh
to,
no,
like.
you never trust anybody who says I'm a nice person.
I know, they're like, give me some. I'm a good person. Both Mark and I like were laughing so hard internally
Cringe.
to ourselves.
Cringe.
Kids
I've
are
never-
terrible.
Man, the smarty thirst is real, y'all.
What's so funny? It's like it's always candy. Always candy. Like,
Well, if
that gets
they're asking
stuff.
for crack, they might get busted by a narc. Come on, Marie. You know the rules of the streets.
I guess. I still don't understand the candy rule.
They did do something funny that I have never really seen. I mean, maybe I'm not really a big smarty person, so.
Hey,
but after they got
Don't
the
knock yourself down like that.
after they got the Smarties, they left them in the package and they put them on the ground and stomp on them, so it turns them into dust. Yeah,
Mhm.
I've never done that with one of those kind of chalk candies before, so just thought it was interesting.
That's how they do it on the streets, Bestica.
Oh,
Gotta,
I
you
guess
gotta
I'm just-
pulverize it and then snort it.
just not made for the streets, I guess.
I could see like Jessica going to the streets and then being like, oh man, I guess I'll go home.
Okay, I'm not that bad. I just,
It's like she bows her head down in shame.
I don't know. I don't think she'd bow her
Bye.
head. I think that's when the switchblade would come out. It's just like rampage. It's like, no, 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 that's too far. That's too far.
Oh, Jessica.
Bestica.
Can't take her in.
Too hood for you.
okay. This is the second scene. I'll wrap this up.
So I'm kind of worried because this check disc is just sitting at 41% with 3 hours and 4 minutes left, and it's not done anything since. Yep. It's on stage 4, and I'm wondering if I should interrupt it or not. What do you think, Marie?
I'd give it 20 minutes. If it can't make up its mind, then you're just gonna have to
Because I've
do
seen
it.
like this happen before, and it would like you leave it overnight, and it'll eventually come back. But I don't know. I got so much work to catch up on. Oh wait, I can't
Yeah.
catch up on it if I don't. Ah, fuck.
Oh my god, Sal, don't die, please.
I won't die. I'll just be very frustrated, quietly. All right, be right back. I gotta grab a drink.
Alright.
How's your stuff going, Marie?
Yeah, okay. I would bring this to Photoshop, but I guess it's... I don't want to move.
So it is really one of those days.
The long way. I don't know, it's just like, it's been really rainy because of like the hurricane and stuff, so it's kind of been like a, I mean, luckily nothing happened, but it's been kind of like one of those gray, drab days.
Okay, and we're gonna take this scene, drag it down. Oh, Jesus.
What happened?
Just trying
Ah.
to...
I'm back.
Back.
Well, thank you. Oh, and then there's these things. But that's upside down. That's the Tiny Dragons book, if you guys haven't seen it yet.
Oh yeah.
Look how tiny it is.
Oh, tiny.
Do the pages like how are the pages put together?
Pretty good. I mean, it's bound pretty good. It's just tiny, so it's a little awkward.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of scary to open up.
I
Hey,
don't
look,
think it
there's
should have been
Heather's thing.
that small.
Hi, Heather. There's so many people in here. Did you submit to this, Vestica?
I didn't. I was
Oh,
like, I
man.
can't do this, but I know Sal really would like to do this, so I just told you about it and didn't do one.
I'm trying to find what mine
There's
is. Oh, there's
crystals.
mine. The Tiny Dragons by Tiny People is really fun. It's made by like kids. Yep. Crystal's one. Yep.
Yeah, I should have just. I didn't realize. I don't know. I kind of like saw it, was interested, and then I thought that I didn't have time to do it, so I just kind of didn't dive into it further. But I didn't realize how many people did like pencil drawings and ink drawings, and I thought they had to be fully rendered dragons. Oh, is that the kid one?
Yeah, this is the Tiny Dragons by Tiny People book.
Oh, it's so cute.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. For anybody who's just tuning in, we are doing a multi-stream. I usually stream from my desktop, but unfortunately my hard drive is being a butthead. It is the Lonely Egg Studio stream night tonight. For those of you guys who are regulars, you know that already. But if you want to hear what Jessica and Marie are saying, tune in there, and then you guys can mute me so you don't have echo, and you guys can just listen to all of us through the Lonely Egg channel. You guys can catch up that way. Otherwise, you guys would normally be hearing everybody, but I'm streaming from my phone tonight because of these issues. So I'm gonna do an ink stream. At the moment, I'm just showing off the Tiny Dragons book that was recently released by Art Order. A lot of really great artists in here. I wish I would have known that you could submit more than once. I would have totally done it. But it's pretty cool. I can say I've been in a book with a lot of our friends.
That's really cool.
Crystal and Heather and Steve, I think, is in here somewhere. I think. Yeah, a lot of people. That's okay, Bestica, because we'll release a game that we're both have worked on, and that'll be
Mm-hmm.
fun. That one's gorgeous. Didn't see that one. Alright. Enough of that. Oh, and the Tiny Dragons one is cute too. I'm not sure why mine ended up in the not so tiny dragons. I'm guessing it's because I had the really big dragon in the background looking at the baby dragon. Anyway, cute books. Go look it up. It's really fun. Nice artwork and all that thing. Alright, let's see.
What's this say? It's Lewis says that's the same reason why I still don't have an ArtStation page.
What reason is that?
Wait, yeah, what comment was that for?
I'm just analyzing the squiggles to figure out which one I'm going to tackle first. These are weird, man.
The weirder, the better.
Yeah, that's true. It is more challenging.
man, once you've seen stuff down in deep water, like, just nothing seems weird anymore.
That
It's
is
true.
true. Oh my gosh.
Oh man, have you guys seen the Nautilus video
I was
of
about
the
to say. I was about to say I follow the
of the
Nautilus on
gopher
YouTube.
eel? Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
It's spooky.
So cool.
It's freaky. The way it just like hovers and is like bloated and just weird and okay.
Imagine what it
Ain't
thinks about
right.
us.
I
It ain't right.
it ain't right.
Oh, I think I got it. Oh, shit. Damn, this one's really tricky. I can't remember who did these. They made them really fucking challenging. I'm seeing a couple of things. I'm trying to figure out which one I want to prioritize.
Wow, okay, so this is gonna be a huge piece. Oh lord. I really want it to happen though.
Alright, here goes nothing, you guys. I'm going in. Cover me.
Here's my little person.
Your little person. Little peoples.
Okay, then it goes down one more. One more! So, I'll get into explaining this in a second, because I think it's pretty cool.
Man, I wish Photoshop was this responsive for doing line art. One day. One day. I mean, do you guys notice the difference between this and how I usually, like you guys usually see me draw? Or is it just me?
Just you.
It is? Okay. Trying to find the right rabbits. This is one of my favorite inking pens. It's a zebra and it's got a double tip. It's got the slightly thicker felt tip and it's got the really sharp fine quill tip on this side. So one side is really good for like doing the little detail stuff, and the other one's really good for doing like outlines.
Oh, I like the zebra one. I like the zig as well.
Wait a bit.
The zig pen?
Ah, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna explain this in a second.
There's no Control Z. Yeah, the Control Z stuff doesn't bother me too much. It's more just the fluidity of it, the feeling of it. That's when I wish Photoshop was more responsive and better for sketching. I would say Clip Studio Paint is by far the closest that I've gotten to a program. The closest a program has gotten to feeling legit, in my opinion.
I agree.
Okay, and then we are going to. No, I drew a character on that later.
Alright, Jessica screwed up. Everybody take a shot.
No, no, no. I didn't screw up. I just.
Stop.
don't-
You just done goofed.
I see. So he doesn't have an ArtStation page for the traditional art comment. You know.
I've seen a few traditional artists on ArtStation.
Oh,
Yeah.
Rebel? Luke says he heard of a new one. It starts with an R, I think, like Renegade or something. Yeah, Rebel. Rebel. It's got the like the watercolor simulations and stuff. Yeah, that one looks really, really interesting. I think I have it. Oh no, wait, I'm thinking of PaintStorm. I used PaintStorm like twice, and I was just so used to working with everything else, I haven't really given that a lot of time. PaintStorm was pretty good. They had some really good blending brushes and some really good ideas. Alright, and I need to figure out what this is. Could be its tail. Could be a claw.
The claw.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's gonna be a claw.
I'm gonna bring this one up here. Zoom in on it. Erase this. Erase that. A little character in there. Jessica! Jessica! Work faster!
Stop abusing yourself. Don't be unreasonable with yourself, Bestica. Treat yourself right.
Man, I have a new love for storyboarding.
It is pretty fulfilling.
It just... We showed our writer the storyboards that we've been doing for the dry run.
Yeah.
She was just so blown away. She was very ecstatic and
That's cool.
inspired. Because, yeah, in her head it's one thing, and it was just so... cathartic to see it all in the same...
Did she like feel like any of them looked close to what she was seeing in her head?
That's the thing. She didn't really... I mean, she envisioned some stuff, but a lot of it she just kind of used, like, from concept art or, like, more generalized things. Like, Emmy is exploring a giant maze-like structure. Or if it's a specific scene, then Emmy is looking at this ancient... you know, like, ancient metal statue of whatever. She's more concerned about like the narrative stuff,
Yeah.
and like if you see her Act 1 treatment, which is available in the writing channel, she does a great job of setting up like the tone and the mood, and I could definitely see us translating very easily to storyboards. Lewis says, "Oh, I know there's traditional art on ArtStation. I just think I'm not good enough yet to put work there." No. I mean, that's a little true. I think if you feel personally as an artist that your stuff is not up to snuff as to like that the art you're putting up isn't representative of
where you want to be.
Yeah, like if it's not representative of the work that you want to get or whatever your goals are, then I mean, I guess it's, you know, fine to,
as long as it's coming from you know, healthy place. Like, oh, these are all studies, and this isn't the kind of work I want to be getting. You know, like you're still like you're very cognizantly in the developmental stages, and you're aware of that. That's one thing. But if it's like, oh, I'm just not ready, it's like, well, you'll be telling yourself that for a long time. I don't know about you guys, but I wasted a lot of time in the I'm not ready stage.
Self-doubt?
you guys
What's that?
Yeah. No, really, you've heard me tell this story before, Bestica, about when I met Tim Bruckner, one of my favorite sculptors.
I mean, I probably have. I just cannot.
I'll tell it again. For the sake of the viewers at home.
One time I was at a comic book convention. I had a booth, and turns out that Tim Bruckner was one of my favorite sculptors. Was just a few tables down from me, and you know, went and met him and stuff. Because like meeting people doesn't intimidate me. That's never been a problem. But because everybody poops. Anyway, so I meet Tim and we're talking shop and we're talking about art. And he's like, "Oh, you know, do you have a table?" I'm like, "Yeah." And I showed him my graphic novel and stuff. And he's like, "Oh, this is really cool." He's like, "Yeah, I'll come by." And he comes by. I'm at my booth now, and he starts looking through all my stuff and everything. And at one point, he's looking through another one of my books there, and he's shaking his head. And I'm like, "Oh, why is he shaking his head? What's wrong with it?"
Oh my god, what the heck's happening?
And he's like, "Oh man," and he's like shaking his head and stuff. And I'm like, going, "Okay, is he gonna tell me what he's shaking his head at?" And I didn't ask him anything. I'm just like, you know, trying to, like, all right, well, whatever he's looking at, like, I hope he says, you know, what's on his mind. And he did. He's like, he goes, "Man, you know," and I'm like, "What?" And he's like looking, and he's like, "Man, I wish I could do that." And I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yes," and he was pointing at a page where I had like this gory stuff going on, but it was all like very textury and slimy and like, you know, very tactile looking, because, you know, I get into that kind of texture and stuff on things. And he was just shaking his head and going like, "Man, I really wish I could do that. Like, that's so cool." And that's when it like really hit me. I'm like, here's some guy that I've been, you know, looking up to for a long time. Like, as far as I'm concerned, he's a fucking master at what he does, and he's standing here shaking his head at this piece of art, going, "I wish I could do that," talking about my stuff. And I went, "Huh." You know, I said, "You know, thank you very much. Oh, that's so cool. Like, are there any other observations?" And we started talking shop more like as peers, but it was just a really interesting experience, and it just really made me realize that even someone who you think is a master, like, they have stuff that they're trying to figure out how to do, and I think that's the most exciting part about art, is that there's always going to be more stuff to learn. There's always going to be new things you can challenge yourself or new things to explore, and I think that's super cool. And seeing someone like that, you know, having that experience in front of me about my stuff was very, very sobering. It just really made me like realize, like, okay, yeah, that's what we sign up for. Like, you're just always improving, always looking for, you know, the next level, and that's it. Like, if you ever think of yourself as a master or whatever, you're just gonna get complacent. You're gonna get stagnant and stale and annoying and shitty.
Wow. Yeah.
You know, because you're not gonna try anymore. And I think that's the hard part. It's like we're stuck in trying mode, but it's like we have to figure out how to make the trying not mean that we suck. It's like if 10-year-old Sal saw what I can do now, 10-year-old Sal would probably crap his pants, because I remember some of the magazines I used to look at back then, like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle magazines specifically. And I remember looking at those magazines going, man, I wish I could paint like that. Oh, I wish I could draw like that, or whatever. And some of those covers. And now I go back, like I've recently dug up those magazines and started looking at the covers. And objectively speaking, in terms of like rendering and like what I thought I couldn't do then,
Mm-hmm.
my work now is better than what's on those covers. And it's weird. It's a very weird thing to like look at that and go, wow, like when I was 10, I was saying I'll never be able to do that. And instead of chasing some invisible bar, I can just be like, wow, I've improved that much. I wonder what, you know, my work's going to look like in 20 years if I continue pursuing it and developing it and, you know, being very aware of what I need to be developing to create the kind of work that I want to create.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And just choosing it, just accepting it. You know, accept your work for what it is right now, knowing that if you keep putting work into it and being very aware of where you need to go with it to do the kind of work that you want to be doing, it's only going to improve. And that's my TED Talk about this whole artist thing. Sorry about the wobbly camera, you guys. Alright, so I got to tackle another one of these guys. I think I'm going to tackle this one. That looks promising.
Where's the camera? Should just have a camera layer, but
So there's the, if you guys don't know, Copic actually has a brush pen as well. It's very, very nice. And it's also very fine. It's really good. You have to be super delicate with it. Let's see.
come on.
For you guys watching on my channel, if you're hearing the audio at all, let me know if it gets annoying, because I'm not sure how it's picking up the music from my speakers. Like if it gets annoying or if it's a little bit blurry or repetitive. I don't know.
My ears are dying.
Wow.
You should get that checked out.
It's all your fault.
I mean, can it really be called fault if it was done deliberately?
Oops. I
What?
didn't hurt anyone's eyes with this.
What?
That's what you get for messing up my hard drive, Marie.
I messed up your hard drive? Cool.
Yeah, it's your Microsoft.
Oh, I didn't know I was Microsoft.
Now you know. It's like being a Cylon. You don't know you're a Cylon until you get activated.
Where's my money? I want my Microsoft money.
I think you're a Microsoft Cylon.
I don't want to be a Cylon. I want to be Microsoft. I want my money. I want my Microsoft money.
Don't we all? Don't we all? But only you're Microsoft. And then you need to pick up the phone and call Bill and be like, hey Bill, where's my money, biatch?
Whoa. Don't you talk to Bill like that.
I mean, that's how Bill talks on the streets.
Bill had a hard life.
That's probably Not true. Hmm.
No. We're zooming in. That's right. Okay. Phew. Does that look right? Okay, so for people who can't tell what's going on, we've got our little character walking along the side of this ginormous building. She's the previous scene. Do I still have that there?
Hmm.
Okay, yeah, this previous scene she's got the character here along this balcony, and then she walks along this path. And basically this is an extension of that path here. So she goes down some steps and then switches to a far out view. She goes through this door, goes into the building, and it pans down the structure. Oh no, it doesn't pan down here. Ugh, gotta erase that. Okay.
Do it,
Hold
Bessica. I
on.
believe in you.
Gonna erase this. Here we go.
Julia.
So it's gonna pan down like she's traveling through the structure, and then we see a silhouette of her go through these windows, and she goes even further down this building, comes out this door, goes in that door, or she goes out here, looks at the screen, and then goes into the next section. What is this though? Is this the mid hallway? She did all her text as actual text. I just write my stuff. Okay, put J there for me. Oof. I gotta look at something here.
Let's see. Let's do. Let's do some quill work. Alright, so that turned into like some kind of water beastie.
Ooh, nice. I like that.
Alright, let's see. Now this guy here. They gave me some really weird shapes. I don't know what to do about it.
Ooh, what are they called though?
That's so weird.
Oof. Sublocation. I'm probably gonna do a different sublocation. Stage. This is the outer hallways. Act 1, scene, blah, page number. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Jesus.
talk about how to label these scenes.
I thought we did.
She has markers up here that don't line up with anything. I think she just
Oh.
didn't know exactly what to put up here.
Shane's got to turn in for the night. His head hurts. Oh man, I hope you feel better, dude.
Good night.
Shane, before you go, I don't know if you're still there, but Shane, if you're still there, I'm thinking I could start on Nana on Monday, actually, Monday afternoon. Let me know if that sounds good, and I'll get that email out to you ASAP so we can get that moving. And I'm thinking we'll just play it the same as Ymir. Just do that. Luis is also skipping town. Got tea and sketch a bit before bed. Cool, man. Tea and sketching sounds fantastic. I hope it's partly inspired by watching me noodle around with this crap. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out what to do with this one. This is such a weird one. It's these 2 extra lines that really make it dumb. Oh, I think I got it. Yeah, I'll run with it. See what happens.
End action, end action. S is a new stage, new stage. Oh, this is gonna be one like big long piece.
Big, long.
I like this artwork a lot, Marie.
Oh, thank you. It's a little different from what I've been doing, but I like it too.
I like the face that you did with like the wrinkles in it.
Oh,
Oh
yeah?
yeah, that was fun.
Oh, thanks. That took a while. Good thing.
Yeah.
I was surprised when I saw it when I was scrolling through, because it doesn't look like your usual. Like, it looks like your stuff, just a little bit further than what I'm used to seeing, I think.
Yeah, I don't do that style a lot, but that's how I learned how to ink traditionally. Like, I would literally just copy plates of ink, like of etchings and ink drawings that I have like in my library, and like I learned solely from like 19th century artists. I don't think I even got into people that were like golden age at all.
So people like Dore and that, or
Yeah, like yeah. Also, I mean, there's so many back then. Like, there's a ton, but I really love that time period because like they illustrated like fairy tales and this was like before fantasy had kind of solidified itself as a genre.
right?
So it's cool to see how people reinterpret stories that I guess most people already kind of know.
Yeah.
And I saw a lot of value in that. I think that's
Oh,
definitely
Shrapnel.
something
I bet.
to do.
Shrapnel Yeti has joined. Thank you for the follow.
Whoa. Thanks,
Shrapnel
Shrapnel
Yeti.
Yeti.
Multi Studio.
Are you guys still able to? No, you can't. Oh, that sucks. I've been working off camera this whole time.
Oh no.
Oh, I thought you were just gonna be working and then show us the.
No.
You're gonna hide it. You're gonna hide from us. We know how
No,
it is.
The weird cable stand thing isn't too horrible, aside from the occasional swaying if I touch the phone. See you, Luish.
Hi.
See you, Luish.
We're at 7:17, so we're ending the stream at around 7:30. I just want to reiterate, if you go to the Lonely Egg Studio stream and follow that channel, we're trying to hit 50 for affiliate, and if we do that, we'll do giveaways of some stream keys for some games.
I will take a sketch request if we hit 50.
Yeah. What we're gonna do is we have a list of who our 50 followers are, and we're gonna take those 50 followers, sign them a number, put them in a raffle, and
Thanks,
then...
Shrapnel Yeti, for following Lonely Egg.
Thanks, Shrapnel. That sounds like a good idea, Bestica.
Yeah, because we want to hit affiliate, and then that means, you know, more options open up to us.
Make all that monies.
What? I'm helping your corporate greed? Never mind. I'm out of here.
Hey man, but capitalism works.
Uh-huh.
Out of here. Oh, look, Jessica. I did a sketch of a new little logo I was working on. It's not a logo, it's more like a... It's what it is. I don't know what to call it.
Oh man, that looks so metal.
Nice.
Like, in a good way. It looks very like,
Belongs on the side of a van.
yeah, it looks very like... Yeah, it just looks very metal. I'm trying to think of that animation.
Oh, Metalocalypse. Metalocalypse.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I mean, I listen to a lot of metal, so I guess I see the inspiration there because, like, I love album covers so much. Album
I
covers
feel the same way
are
about you,
cool.
though. That's the question.
Oh my god. Why do I want to save this in downloads? That's a bad idea.
Ooh, I see a cool monster. I'm gonna follow it. I'm gonna pursue it.
Ooh, a monster.
Es un monstruo.
Your mic's like really good for being. Is it just on the phone?
What, on Discord?
Yeah.
No, that's my headset.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, this is suspiciously too good.
I'm sitting in front of my computer with my phone on the weird cable stand thing, and then I'm talking to you guys on my computer headset on
Oh,
Discord.
okay.
I'm really annoyed about this stupid hard drive situation.
Just letting Chelsea, our other storyboarder, know that this is my work in progress of this shot. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's so difficult to depict, like, the height of these buildings. And I feel like it would be kind of cool if Emmy starts at the top of this structure, enters in through a door, and, like, the camera pans down as if, like, she's traveling through a space that we can't see. and she pops
Yeah.
out at like a different location of the, or you see like her silhouette walking through like open, doorways or whatever, windows, and
Yeah, kind of like some of the techniques that they used in Abe's Odyssey.
Oh, I love that game.
yeah. Because our problem was, how do we depict, because we wanted to show the residential zone a little bit, like it's a pretty short sequence where she goes from one location to another, but like just to give a little bit more flavor to the area, we wanted to figure out a way where we could like show the scale of this residential zone without needing to increase the number of assets that we would, animation assets we would need for our character. And I think Chelsea and I both agreed that we kind of want like that downward angle and somehow like give verticality to this area. Because again, we're working with 1920 by 1080 screen format, which is horizontal by nature, which like is just awful. So to do verticality, you either decrease the canvas size on either sides, or like put foreground elements that like cut into your screen, or you can use the camera to your advantage and like have it give the illusion of verticality as it like goes up or down.
Right.
Yeah.
If people who are watching it, if as I'm inking stuff, if I happen to deviate from the camera shot and you guys can't see what I'm working on, just let me know. I'm just kind of like zoning in and doing stuff, and sometimes I don't realize that I'm going off the camera. I think when the deluxe edition of the game gets released, we should have a making of behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah. I would love
talks
to
about
put,
some of these issues.
I would love to put some of like have a storyboard section in like if we ever do an art book.
Yeah.
Yeah. I definitely want to make an in-depth art book. I love art books that like have the pictures and the descriptions and
The problem solving and
I like art books with commentary.
It's one of my favorite reasons to get those Cinefex magazines. Have you ever looked at those?
I've not.
Oh, Cinefex is so good. It's basically all about visual effects, and they go really in depth into the movies that they cover. So each issue usually covers about 4 movies, and they're pretty thick books. They're magazines, but they're very thick. And they go really in depth into everything: the direction, the writing, the reasoning behind how they problem solve things. Sometimes they get into the costs as well for different sequences and things like that. You can learn so much just from even just reading one issue of that magazine.
I almost wonder if like we should do eventually like for a quick starter or something like that. Or quick starter. What?
Yeah, there's a quick starter. There's a quick starter. Quick starter is actually one of the new things that Kickstarter has introduced for smaller scale projects that have a short run.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought I just pulled that term like out of nowhere.
You're right. You're right.
Okay, so like for our Kickstarter, if we had something supplemental for one of the tiers, where like this wouldn't be in the art book, we wouldn't put like signals or symbols in the art book in regards to this, but like what if there was a supplemental thing, like I don't know, like a like in between an audiobook and a podcast. So like there would be team members having like discussions or giving like experiences, or like supplemental commentary to things on particular pages of the art book.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean, like you could like be looking through the art book and you could go to like I don't know, I don't know how we would do it, like a video series or just like record it and have that be like a, you know,
Like an
something
interactive art book app.
Yeah, yeah. There'd be.
Jessica. Jessica's working on storyboards. Book.
Have you do all the sound effects, Sam?
Yeah. This is Marie. Marie is the goddamn egg. Hi, Marie.
Okay, let me see if I can. Yeah, I think it's fine if I show this.
Marie is snacking. What Marie doesn't know is that it's rude to eat while you're on Twitch. Sorry, what were you saying?
Okay. So there's I'm just looking through the storyboards. So this is Emmy's room. She's doing stuff in her room, doing her chores. She walks out of her room out onto this balcony area. She can look off the side of the balcony. And when she's done with that, she can walk over here. This is where my stuff comes in. She walks and walks and walks down, down, down onto the building. And then she enters through that
Ew.
doorway. And now she's inside the structure. She sees the little robot, helps the little robot. Keeps moving.
This creature's gross.
Walks through an internal structure and finally reaches the learning repository. I still have that image of the,
Mm.
is it this one?
Mm.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's that end hallway, if you were looking at that storyboard. So like there's this scene where she enters here and then the camera pans up to look at this really tall entryway.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to just show like what it might look like going from a storyboard to a more fleshed out color thumbnail. And then that's what it kind of looks like. I love, oh God, Sal, I'm having so much fun with the thumbnails and like changing the mood and the lighting.
Oh, I bet. Getting all carried away in that stuff.
Because it really does matter whether or not these scenes will translate well with like different, you know, lighting situations and colors and palettes.
Yeah, it gets into the stuff we talked about last night.
Yeah. Yep. And I mean,
How like the intent of a whole scene can change based on just little things like that. In such a big way too. Well, this thing's officially gross.
aw, it's cute though.
It's a little weird jelly bean monster. Kind of reminds me of the Nier Automata critters, but organic. Ew.
Man, this is really gonna suck to do some of these environments.
Oh, what do you mean in terms of?
When we have to do the, or I guess when I have to do the final renders.
Oh, yes.
Gonna have to get out that, you know, lazy Nezumi and the,
The
all that good
perspective.
stuff.
And the old wrist strap.
All right, I think that is it. I just wanted to get this storyboard done and let people know about our Inktober escapades. All of us are doing Inktober. Marie and Sal. So definitely check out everybody's work afterwards, because we are slaving over these
Yeah.
ink drawings.
I was gonna do Inktober twice. I was gonna do a digital Inktober and a traditional Inktober, but time.
Why would you do that?
Because I could. Partly is to prove a point for all the people complaining about the people doing Inktober digitally. It's like, well, because a lot of the people who are complaining about people doing Inktober digitally say that, oh, it's those people are scared to work traditionally, and I'm like, it doesn't have anything to do with being scared. It's just what's convenient to work in. I don't know. People are weird.
Yeah, I mean, it you put any work out there and somebody's gonna have an opinion about it. I mean,
Exactly.
it's kind of hard to. It's just such a select few number of voices amongst how many artists are there in the world?
Yeah. How many submissions have there been? Haven't there been like almost 1 million this year or some crap?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Inktober tagged items.
That's like. Yeah.
There's been posts people complaining that, oh, I'm not getting as many views as I did last year doing Inktober. Too many people are doing it. It's gone mainstream. It's like, why does that matter? Just do it because you want to do it, not because you're trying to get all the likes and views, people. I don't know. We're weird. We're all mad. Hashtag artists 2018.
I wonder what it would look like. Oh.
No, that one's done. Whatever the hell that is.
I'd love to do some of these like experimental-ish colors too, but that will be, you know.
What?
Hmm?
It would be like what?
That's thinking too far ahead.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't even know how many of these scenes are going to be repeatable. Like, how many times the player will actually go back to some of these scenes.
Have you considered, I'm sure you have, but I'm just going to ask anyway, making pieces that you can reuse across various scenes?
Yeah, yeah.
Like walls
I mean,
and stuff like that.
there's
I know
a
we
lot
talked
of-
about...
I kind of assumed that any and all artwork that would be up, you know, that we're creating doubles as also like a reference.
Yeah.
Library for all the artists. So, you know, once I'm done rendering or people have rendered their own things and we have all these images and stuff available to us, and like it just becomes more like photo bashing, because we would be taking bits and pieces and bobs of different assets and illustrations and using them as like textures or, you know, structures for other paintings.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's no reason why I couldn't, you know, turn this image sideways and start painting it into a new piece.
That is true. Makes me wonder about doing 3D height mapping as a technique for rendering some of our geometry. You know what I mean? Like grayscale, using grayscale to create geometry.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm working primarily in grayscale first, and colors and stuff just come later. But like, yeah. I mean, even this turning this sideways, totally workable as its own thing. Yeah, I love this kind of stuff.
You just create a platform, and yeah,
you could
can do all sorts of stuff.
even have it like this, right? And then you can have like, oh my god, thanks computer. You know, you can have like pathways that are like, you know, bridging across.
Like wire, wire walkways.
Yeah,
Or like
and
wrought
like
iron.
that's just such a, you know, and Emmy will be walking through. It'd be very Escher-esque. Yeah.
That would be appropriate, though, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah, it would. It would. It's just this is probably something that would be on the inside of the structures. Yeah, I always imagine like the outside of the structures would look a lot more geometric, and it would just make more sense on the outside, but then as you go inside, things get a little weird.
Yeah.
I like looking at stuff before there was traditional perspective.
I think the German expressionist stuff.
Yeah, a lot of German work is. I just like how like they really experimented with perspectives because they weren't, you know, optics wasn't a thing yet, so it's just cool to see like how far they took it, and even though it's kind of like impossible perspectives, that still kind of looks really cool, and people really gravitate towards that. Like, there's a reason why I think Escher is like, if there's an artist that people know, it'll be Escher and his tessellations and perspective drawings.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're gonna wrap up.
Uh-oh.
We've got some meetings tonight.
It's
so
a
yeah,
wrap.
thank you new peeps that are joining us today and following. So we've got the Lonely Egg Studio Twitch stream, mine, Anariel, and then Sal's, the Dark Cloak. So yeah, you can give all of us a follow to get news and updates on our own personal streams too when they go up.
Yeah.
And we will be back here on Monday afternoon at 2 p.m. CST. What is that?
Yes.
1 p.m. No. Noon. Noon in your time.
So it's 2 p.m. for you, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So Monday, I'm gonna be streaming with Sal. That's like our regular art Monday demolition days.
Yeah.
And then at 5:30 that same day, 5:30 p.m. Pacific time, that's when my co-founder, my partner Mark, will be playing Broken Age on the Lonely Egg Studio channel. And I hope to God we finish it. Oh my god.
Saga continues.
And in the meantime, yeah, just remember that we're trying to fill that followers goal so we can give games away to you guys. And yeah, have a good night. Thanks for hopping in.
Yeah, have a good night, everybody.
Alright, take care, Shrapnel. Thank you very much. I'm not sure